Buddy, so I just wanted to go through some of the tips I put on my blog tonight, and I want to go through some of my sold items. Um, so what I find works for me on my to buy stuff from liquidation.com is I stick to the same seller. I stick to Amazon, source from Amazon. I think there's one and two, but I always stick to the same seller. I always know what I'm going to get. I always know what to look for. I kind of have an idea what the stickers mean when I'm doing the unboxings, and I can expect the items to be in a certain condition. So stick with your seller. I want to try and probably venture off and maybe try a new one and just to see what happens. And I know I'm taking a risk. If I lose my money, I lose my money, but I'll give it a shot. So I say stick with your seller if you know what you're getting into. Keep a list of products. So I keep a list of running products that I know I can sell and I know their value. So if you've seen any of my unboxings, I'll show you the items that I look for and what I know I can get for them. So basically, I know that I sold this last night and this is worth $36. And that will be near the bottom of the pack, but it will sell every time. So these things, I actually just sold this. I have to ship it out, but I keep a list on a piece of paper of all the items that I can sell, and that's what I look for in manifests. So use your search box and search and look for your auctions and look at who the seller is and what the type of items you're getting. So I search for returns. So from that list, I will keep adding to it as I look for those items. And I know those items are my money makers. I will look for those and I will bid on those and I'll put them on my watch list. So once you find those items and you have that list that grows pretty much, you got to do your homework. So your homework is that you're doing the work on those manifests that you find. You are taking the top items and you're looking those up on, if you're selling on eBay, if you're selling on Amazon, which I haven't done yet, take those items in the manifest and look them up. Look them up and make sure to see what are they selling for, not what they're listed for. Because a lot of times you'll see listings up there for $50 over what they're selling for. It's up to you to make sure you know what they're selling for. And again, do your research on the manifests. A lot of times some auctions will have notes. They'll have, if you're looking at the, what's it called? Seagate disk drives, they tell you if they're wiped, if they're brand new, if items are missing accessories. So make sure you always look at the manifests. And as a tip, check your shipping. When I source from the Amazon seller, there are only two warehouses that I hit. They are the Plainfield, Indiana, and the Las Vegas warehouse. So I always check my shipping based on the weight and the shipping. That will determine how much it's going to be. So it gives me a rough ballpark as I start looking at these auctions and kind of guessing what the auction is going to end at versus the shipping cost. I have a running total in my head as I go through and bid on these items and essentially win them. Again, knowing what the manifest has, I can kind of weigh the cost of the auction versus what my profit's going to be. So total cost, not just auction cost. You got to weigh that out. So those are some of the tips I had. I just want to go through some of the items I sold today. You saw this item here. I got that for $36. Sorry, I pulled up my phone what I sold, but gonna box this up tonight and I'm gonna sell it, or not sell it. I'm gonna ship it out in the morning. Some of these things I've had for a while, and I'm finally glad to get rid of it. So these things, the box is kind of beat up, but this microphone here, I think I sold for $13. And I have a scale. You can't see; it's right over here. But as I list, you can tell as you become familiar with the items, this is over a pound. So given the size of the box, I know it'll fit a padded flat rate. So after fees, I'm probably going to make, $5, $4 or $5 versus better than just throwing it away or donating it. So I think it's $6.30 for priority flat rate padded envelope. So judge your weights, understanding that anything over a pound, you're probably going to eat $6, $7, $8 on, depending where you're shipping it to. But that's kind of rule of thumb I look at. Something else I sold. So I get a lot of these weird instrument pieces, and this one's open. So it's a clamp-on trumpet lyre. I've had this for a while. Finally sold. This one sold for $11. And it's under 4 ounces, so this is going to be $2.61. So I'll probably make $7-8 on this. So some things like that I'll list. I mean, $11, I'll take it. Now this item, I had a bunch of these and I sold this one. It powered up, but I sold it and I realized, I don't know if you can see, the tip's missing. And I didn't realize, if you saw my other blog post about canceling orders on eBay, well, I had to message the buyer and said, hey, sorry, that tip's missing. So I refunded the money, relisted as parts were not working, tip was missing. Originally, I sold it for $24. This one, I relisted as parts, and I sold it for $16. So again, $2.61 shipping. Again, it's going to be $12 maybe. So again, items not working, do not throw them away. People will buy them. It's an Adonit Dash. Adonit Jot Dash Fine Point Stylus. So again, those items for parts, they sell. This King Joy, what's it called? Aluminum camera head. So it's like, I don't know if I can open it, but the box is kind of beat up. This one, I was pretty surprised. I've had this for a while. This thing sold for $43. Ooh. So I mean, it's brand new, unopened. Again, this is over a pound, so I'm eating $6. And I mean, it's pretty much brand new. So it's a camera tripod type thing, and it has that handle. But again, $43. I'll hold on to it for as long as I have to hold on to it. If it's worth that much, then I'll eat $6-7 shipping this. But I'm finally glad I got rid of this. Make some room for my other things. And that's the other thing. If you have to hold stuff and it's worth some money, I don't mind. I have my space set up where I can get stuff to hold stuff around and then sell it when I get rid of it. Now I can't put this back in here, but I'll figure that later. So that was $43. That was a good sale. This thing, I've had this forever. Now, these things sell like crazy if it works. Now, this thing will play. The screen doesn't work, but when you plug it into a TV, it can play through the TV. Now, this was listed in the description. I probably sold this as parts not working 4 or 5 times before someone read the description. So, I tell you guys, if you sell parts not working and the item's pretty heavy and it's worth a lot, I sold this for $60. I messaged the buyer and I say, hey, did you guys read this to make sure that you know what you bought? This guy understood. Finally, someone did, but I was straight up in the listing and all these people were buying it, not reading it. So I was as clear as possible. I put stuff underneath the title and I put stuff in the description and I said parts not working. So finally this sold, shipped this out. $60. I was pretty happy that's gone. And that's going to go in a regional A box, a regional A side load. That'll be probably $8, depending where it's going, $7-8. Okay, so this thing, I've had this thing forever. I tried to sell it at a garage sale. It's a router. No one would buy it. No one would buy it locally. The box was kind of beat up, powered up, worked, everything. So I already made my money on this lot. And I listed this as an auction, starting at 99 cents. Shipping was $6. Sold for $20 as an auction, plus the $6 shipping. So for something that I was going to donate, and I already made my money on the lot. Again, it's going to be regional A shipping, but I made my money on this box, and this is pretty much money off the top. So that, I was quite surprised. I'm starting to do that now. If I make my money and the stuff's not moving, I'll turn it to an auction at 99 cents, just get rid of it. A lot of times you'll be surprised at how much they'll sell for. So give it a shot. If you've already made your money, what do you have to lose? I have 2 of these. So here's one in the box. Here's one out of the box. These powered up. They're Bluetooth transmitters. So the problem is, this one's missing the magnetic connector. This one has it. Now the problem is, it's peeled off the back. So again, I stayed in my listing, but this one I sold for 12. This one I sold for 16. Someone's gonna buy it. And last thing, if you've ever watched my channel, I can never hold on to these things. These things sell like crazy. I just sold this for $12. Always check that the sticker's on the back. That's the original sticker. So the stick's still there. The problem is there's a scratch right here. You can't really see, but set it in the listing. Some guy just messaged me probably 5 minutes ago and said, "Can I buy 3 of these?" And I said, "Well, the listing only has 1, so I wish I could sell you 3." Right after the guy sent the message, someone else swooped in and bought it for $12. So if you can look at these in the auctions, look for these. They sell like crazy. You'd never think they would, but they do. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to box these stuff up, get it ready for the post office, go drop in the morning. Thanks for watching. If you can, follow me on Instagram, like, subscribe below. I would love to help you guys out. I've been getting some comments recently on my YouTube channels. People have been getting into saying, "Hey, just bought my first lot because of you. Thank you." I would love to hear from you guys and girls. Let me know how you're doing, what the items look like, and how you get rid of it. So let's grow this community and see what we can do. Talk to you guys later.